So guys, let's have a quick check on chain and then finish the video. First thing first, MVRV ratio. It is one of the most important things which we need to check it every time, every week. Let's check it for the last 3 months. At the moment, the MVRV ratio is 1.61, and by comparing the MVRV ratio at the last few years at least. So right now MVRV ratio, it is in the lowest level after here, after we can say here, which was 1.67 in that time, 3rd of November 2003. In that time, kind of price was ranging. Well, we can talk about September and October. So in that time, the price was kind of ranging at a level 27k BTC price, and at the same time 1.61, 65, 63, it was the MVRV ratio. And after that we had seen a strong upward trend for the BTC until the BTC had hit 73k, and at the same time we had a peak in MVRV ratio, which was 2.74. Alright, then the price start having a small correction. Well, kind of not a small, a huge bear trend. After the BTC hit the 73k, then we had seen 53k. So the thing is, with MVRV ratio, when the MVRV ratio is low, it kind of shows a level of saturation, and in that time probably the price of BTC is in discount zone. So guys, what I'm trying to tell you, when the MVRV ratio is this much low, it's kinda in saturation level. We can see the last time MVRV ratio had hit saturation zones like here, the BTC price was rallying very strongly to upward. This is the Bitcoin active orders momentum at the moment. So it is very good actually, because last week we can see 14th of November we had a few low and low and low and low, and there was a dead actually market actions, because that's why the price was just keep going low, because there's no people, but fortunately at the moment we will see, we can see here a lower high, a higher low, and then higher high again here, which makes about 798k active orders at the moment, which is very positive for the market. Transactions, and then, well, three things here does work together actually. One of them is active orders momentum, transactions quantum momentum, and exchange inflow momentum. Those three, if always are in uptrend and then positive, the price of BTC is most likely to follow them and have a positive reaction to them. So here we go. Well, last week, 16th of November, we can see, or was it this week, 16th of November? I don't know exactly, but I think it was last week. So it had seen a strong drop in here, but at the moment, fortunately, we have a good transactions, about 416. This is positive again for the market, but we need it to be continuity for at least few days. Exchange inflow, this is very important to be to touch higher high every day. Well, this is brilliant actually. This is brilliant because guys, you can see from here 5th of September to 4th of November, the price, can you see Bitcoin exchange inflow, it was just keep ranging, you know, it was not strong enough able to make a broke of a structure of previously high. So that's why the price was keep coming down and had no strong action. But this recently we have seen a big inflows and outflows, and now we had the most biggest inflow after, oh my god, let me see, after when, after almost, I can tell you, after 5th of September 2005. This is a very long time, and these actions are obviously making some hopes that the BTC will have a positive reaction very soon. So let's check few more indexes, then say goodbye. So guys, short-term holder spend output profit ratio. Short-term holders are at the moment, fortunately, they are in loss. They are selling their assets in loss, but it has got two sides. It depends in which side do you see. So it was making keep lower and low, but at the moment it's been about 3 or 4 days, so they are stop selling and the condition is neutral at the moment. But the thing is, to compare with now, the short-term holders at the moment it's 0.95, the lowest number and bottom since 10th of March 2025, when the BTC was struggling between 77 to 76, 75, about at least a month or 2 months. Then we had seen the peaks in the bottom, sorry, the bottoms below 1. We can see here, right? 1 above 1 is positive, below 1 is negative. So we had seen a few bottom below 1, then few months ranging, few weeks ranging, then rally up very strongly. So you know, if everything goes well with the economics, with the war, with the world, so each of those zones can be a bottom for the BTC, can be a bottom for the indicators, then rally up. Anyway, it's not that much negative, I think, but still it is negative because we need to see them touching a higher high every day. Then we can say yes, everything is fantastic, but at the moment it's risky. And long-term holder spend output profit ratio for last 3 months. Let's check for the last year. Well, obviously for the last year, the last peak we had seen, it was at 16th of August 2025 and 4th of July 2025, which was 13, and here was 3. And whenever they are above 1, which means they are selling in profit. Whenever they are below 1, it means they are selling their assets with the loss. But at the moment, actually, they are not in so much profit, they are not so much in loss, which makes the condition of market very neutral, and the market can be ready for a strong action. Well, we can say this is positive actually. And this This is one of the most important thing in BTC price, which will have a directly impact with this effects. Sorry, with this. So at the moment, short-term holder unrealized profit and loss is in the lowest zone. In the lowest zone since, even I can tell you, since 19 July 2021 or the bottoms of 2022. Because as you guys know, in 2022 we had seen the most huge bearish market, and at the time the BTC price was about 16, 17, 18, those kind of numbers value. And after that we had seen the BTC had started a strong bullish trend, and in that time I think we were in quantitative easing either. We started to be in quantitative easing either. So I'm trying to tell you guys, at the moment most of the investors, especially short-term holders, they are in loss. Whenever they are in loss hugely, essentially we should see the bottom of market, and the market needs to make a U and trend to upward. U, like a driving U from like this. Anyway, what about the long-term holders unrealized profit and loss? Well, we can see that the long-term holders at the moment, they are not in loss, but they are in a very low profit. And whenever they are in a very low profit, so the bottom of market probably in those areas are going to be changed. If it's downtrend, it's going to be an uptrend. But you guys should keep in mind this. Always we need a bit of wiggle room in these zones. A bit wiggle room, but exactly you cannot tell so where, but we need it. For example, in here 2021, 2024, whenever the unrealized loss ratio for the long-term holders was this much low, was this much low. For example, here the BTC price was about 43k, then it rallied up to 76k, and whenever we had seen the peak, the market start having a correction, and either here we had long-term holders in loss, then we had the most bottom in here 2022. Anyway, so I'm trying to tell you guys, this is a good zone for the market actually. Yeah, that is very fair. Now it might be a bear market, but with the things which is happening, I mean, it's very risky to believe that this is a bear market. This is not a correction, and the market is not going to be a bull run again. I do believe that it is going to be a uptrend market very soon. So the last thing but not least, let's check the fair and greed index. Then we'll say a sweet goodbye to you guys. So at the moment, fair and greed index, it's at 10, and for the last few years we can see here, whenever the indicator shows in fair or extremely fair, the price then strongly had changed to bullish. For example, here at 2025 at June It is June, I think. At June, at April, or at the moment. So for example, look at this. It was touching extremely fair. Then the BTC price was about 86. Then we had seen 80 even. Then we were going to touch extremely great, which the BTC price was about 120 in that time. But at the moment, so the fair number is 10, and we are in extremely fair. And whenever the people are in extremely fair, then really we have seen that price was rallying up again. The thing is this, guys, whenever we are beside on extremely fair, it doesn't mean you should buy. It doesn't mean you should buy, but it doesn't mean you should lose the situation. You lost the best time you could invest your money. Fear and greed conditions, they are the onlyest obvious condition that shows you the BTC price or whatever assets they are in discount zone. That means if you buy in this time, you might go a bit lower and be in loss, but until you don't sell your assets, you're not gonna lose your money. But at least you're sure you bought it in a discount zone and the price going to touch 80h again. So I'm telling you guys, try to invest your money in discount zone step by step. Even if the price touch lower, then you will have a wiggle room to invest more money. You know, that's why so you should not invest all your money just in once. So guys, this is the video for this week. I hope the video could be helpful for you guys, and if there's anything to ask, please ask me, put a comment, I will answer that. And hopefully for the next week ahead, the BTC will see some positive actions. And have a good weekend, guys.